It's clear that you want her to feel that spark. It's time to pull your head out of the clouds and face the real world. No more looking for false hope or lies. We are talking about things that are cold and hard. It's time to step up your game and become the kind of guy who makes you weak in the knees. Part 1. The magnetic gaze. Hey guys, pay attention. The attractive gaze is something that will really help you step up your game. In this case, I'm not talking about those quick looks or your weird staring matches. This is a whole different game, and if you can get good at it, you'll have her smitten faster than you can say attraction. Let's get one thing straight. Making eye contact isn't just something you do while talking. It's a powerful tool that can help you create a connection like no other. When you look someone in the eyes, you're telling them that you're fully in the present moment. And guess what? That is strong. There is a pull that makes you look at her, and trust me, she won't be able to look away. Knowing, talking, and making. Have you ever heard of the triangle gaze? It's something I love because I've done it many times before, and it always turns out well. You look her in one eye at first, then the other, then down to her lips, and then back up. Something small but strong makes the bond between you two stronger. This method lets them know that you're not just listening, but that you're also really interested. They like it when you take charge. You might ask, why does that matter? Okay, let me draw you a picture. Put yourself in her shoes and imagine having a conversation. You're not looking at your phone or around the room. Your eyes are fixed on hers. It's very overwhelming to feel like you're really there. That kind of concentration makes it clear that you enjoy being with her, are self-assured, and aren't afraid to let her in a little bit closer and be a little more sensitive. This is not some kind of magical trick either. It's science. Oxytocin is a hormone that makes people feel safe and connected. Long-term eye contact has been shown to cause it to be released. At a chemical level, it is actually creating a connection. Chapter 2. How subtle tease can be fun. Teasing someone for fun is like giving a conversation a boost. It gives things life, keeps them dynamic, and creates a special kind of connection. There's more to the conversation than just two guys chatting. You're making her feel things, making her laugh, and leaving her wanting more. Now is the time to use that push-pull method. It's like a dance in your head. You push her away just a little bit to pull her back in. The key to keeping you on your toes is creating that dynamic back and forth. You're showing that you don't always put her on a high when you lightly tease her. You aren't afraid to point out her flaws or gently question her beliefs. Also, guess what? That's really interesting, and it will make her feel things, given she likes you. Let's say you're in a conversation, and she mentions that she likes a certain TV show. You raise an eyebrow and say, "Oh, so you're one of those people," instead of nodding your head like a robot. Not a jab, just a tease. It's like you're prodding her. It's a way of showing her that you're interested, not afraid to shake things up a bit, and also have a sense of fun. Here's the catch. Tone and timing are very important. You're there to create a lighthearted, fun atmosphere, not to undermine your confidence or make her feel bad. Fun is being added to the conversation, and that's where the magic happens. Just remember that you don't need to be a stand-up comic to have good one-liners. Just pay attention. Look for small chances to poke fun at her, observe her response, and proceed from there. What you're doing is right if she laughs and chats back. You're doing something right as she starts to look at you, plays with her hair, and maybe blushes a little bit. The seductive slow smile in Chapter 3. Now let's talk about a weapon that is stronger than you think. The slow, seductive smile. This isn't just any grin. It's a move that's meant to give her chills and make her want more. Why? Because when you lock eyes with her, let that smile slowly but surely crawl up your lips, you're creating a powerful pull that is impossible to resist. People don't have to smile like they're in a toothpaste ad. It's about the rhythm, the timing, and the message they send. It works like this, though the slow, seductive smile doesn't happen right away in response to a joke or a casual statement. It's not a random choice. It happens just at the right time. For instance, You're talking to her, and there's a lull in the conversation. She looks at you and waits for you to say something next. Then it takes place. Slowly, you let the corners of your mouth turn up. It's kind of like a tease, a taste of something bigger. The smile isn't very big. It's more like a knowing look that says, "I've got something up my sleeve." That smile makes her feel like you're telling her a secret. That's the beauty of it. You're not giving away all your cards. You're leaving her guessing. It helps to create a sense of wonder and expectation. Let's say you're talking about a subject when she makes a joke. You don't shoot back right away. Instead, you look her in the eyes and hold that pause. You've won when you let that slow smile show on your face. Something like, "You got me there," but you're not saying it. It's a way of showing that you're calm and sure of yourself. Chapter 4. The Strange Concert. Now listen up. Flirting in a mysterious way doesn't mean showing all your cards. By leaving clues and tidbits, you're telling her to follow the trail. In one instance, she mentions a hobby or an interest while you're having a conversation. You smile and say something like, "Ah, that sounds interesting," instead of starting a full-on conversation about it right away. "Please tell me more." You're being teased, which means you've got to work for it. For enigmatic flirting to work, you need to be clear and careful at the same time. It tells her just enough to be interested without giving away too much. It's like you're speaking in codes, and she's the only one who can figure them out. It's like you two speak a secret language together. The power of leaving that question mark in her mind should never be understated, so remember that. Don't tell her all the facts. Leave her wondering. When you do that well, you're creating a dynamic in which she wants to interact and learn more about the inner workings of your mind. And let's be clear, this isn't about playing games or being evasive. It's about creating a connection that's based in curiosity, shared discovery, and letting her feel like there's more to you than meets the eye, and that discovering that more is an adventure she's excited to go on. Chapter 5. Confidence that doesn't say sorry. Oh, it's time to talk about a real game changer that will set you apart from the competition. Unapologetic confidence. This isn't an arrogant or over-the-top show. I'm talking about a quiet, unwavering belief in yourself that can't be shook. Honesty. Confidence isn't just a nice-to-have trait. You need it if you want to make people look twice and feel excited. Unapologetic confidence takes it to a whole new level, though, and that's the trick. Living your life on your own terms, without needing other people's acceptance, is just as important as standing tall, walking tall, and speaking with confidence. Just to give you an idea, let's say you walk into a room. You make people look at you, not because you're the biggest or flashiest, but because you seem so sure of yourself that it's hard to ignore. When you need to, you're not afraid to say what you think, stand up for what you believe in, or take charge. When things get hard, you don't shrink back. You get up and face them head on. Honest confidence doesn't mean being cocky. It means loving yourself for who you are, flaws and all, and knowing that you deserve respect and admiration no matter what other people think. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't crumble in the face of criticism or rejection. And if you can show a woman that you can do that, she will crumble for you. Trust me. The rules of the game of draw are just not written in stone. There is no manual. There are many different names for the playbook, but it is always changing. Some people may not be able to use something that works for someone else, but among all the chaos, these 15 tricks stand out as strong ways to start a relationship. Each trick, such as the magnetic gaze or unapologetic confidence, is a piece of the puzzle that makes up the mystery of human connection.